Time for what?
Time for what?
Experience in college.
Time for reinforcement.
Time for liftoff!
Where nothing is impossible unless you think it is impossible.
College.
My college scholarship.
Yes. Boom.
College ran by real fast.
You hung in with the best college.
First time for everything.
Well, what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Let's do this thing.
Genius, let's do this thing!
We're here again, but now we're in Denver, Colorado, Regis University. And I'm so lucky to have a student here who's going to talk about her experiences.
Hi, I'm Cicel Mantar Murillo. In my first year, I go to Regis University. I'm majoring in math and secondary education.
Now, math, that is not a major most students are willing to embrace. What got you interested in math?
I've always liked math since I was little. My dad would always work with me, would always keep me advanced in math. And I started developing my passion for math throughout middle school and high school. I was always good at it too, so I always liked helping others with it. And becoming a math teacher, I feel like that would put my math skills to use. And since I've always been passionate about teaching, both of those would go hand in hand.
Beautiful, beautiful. We need a lot of great math teachers. Now, what high school, what state is your high school from?
From Denver.
Oh, right here from Denver.
Yes.
Okay, so what other schools were you looking at, and how did Regis get lucky enough to get you?
Since I was my freshman year, I developed an interest for going to Regis University, and when my senior year came around, that was my first choice. When I got accepted, that was my final decision.
Okay. So what was the thing that you were so impressed when you came here your first year?
I liked how there's diversity, there's smaller classes, the professor really gets to try to know you, and everyone is just inclusive. You don't find a lot of exclusion here, so everyone just includes each other, everyone is friendly to each other, and that just creates a sense of belonging on the campus.
So the inclusion is a lot more than just the pictures of the murals, because you'll see that a lot at many different campuses across the nation, but you actually feel it and experience it here.
Yes.
Now, what is something that you wish was improved here a little bit here at Regis?
I feel like probably the events, because as a commuter, I feel like most of the times that they do the events, I'm not able to go to, and I'm not able to make new friends or just hang around with my friends or with new people in general.
Yeah, so I don't know from your high school, but at my high school, there's a lot of students who go to really big colleges and universities because they want that bigger experience, do the different events, but sometimes they forget how big those intro classes, how intimidating it is. What do you feel that your experience here at Regis is so much different and better than maybe some of your other friends who are at bigger schools?
I feel like since it's a small campus, I feel like that's another thing that contributes to it, since mostly everyone here knows each other in the classes. You make friends, or you just do homework together, study together, and you see most of those people around campus every single day, so you just get used to seeing those people and talking to them every day. And
then at Regis University, a Jesuit school, right? There may be some students who identify as Catholic or not. Do you feel that it requires someone to be really Catholic to understand the experience here, or it's totally fine not being Catholic? It's just a variety of different open classes to take here.
I think you don't necessarily have to be Catholic here. I feel like everyone just respects each other's beliefs. They respect everyone's values, and that you put your beliefs aside to respect others and to love each other, accept each other, and that just creates a sense of belonging.
Now, what was the biggest surprise that you had at Regis that you're like, oh my God, I wish I knew this before when I was in high school?
I think the support that the professors gave, I feel like in high school, my high school would always tell me that they would always be harsh, that they would not be understanding. And when I got here, it was the total opposite. It was not true, but professors were very understanding. They were very graceful when it came to grading. They would always be available for office hours. They would always ask you if you needed help in class, or if they would send you emails just to check up on you if you didn't attend to class. And that just made me feel better in terms of asking for help, because in high school my teachers would be intimidating and I would always be scared to ask for help. And now that I'm here, I feel like I'm able to ask for more help than I used to in high school.
And that's the thing is, like, this is my second time here at Regis. Even 10 years ago, people always says that relationship with those teachers and stuff. I know it's just your freshman year, but have you heard professors like helping people getting internships or, hey, I recommend do this community service program, it's related to your major? Have you heard them doing that as well?
Yeah, I have. My advisors have actually like told me about programs, internships that I could do over the summer. And over the summer, I'm actually doing an internship that my advisor suggested that I do that involves teaching. So there's definitely that help from advisors.
Okay, so now tell me a little bit about the advisor, because I know like sometimes when kids go to a big public university, they'll just check to see if they take the classes. Is your advisor doing a little bit more, like you said, like they do internships? How is the advising program here at Regis?
From my experience, I think my advisors have like helped me. They've offered me like or suggested classes that like I should take, and if I don't want to take them, then I can always take them like a semester after. And they always like ask me my interests, like what I'm comfortable with before like suggesting me something, or if they do suggest it, I try to like be open-minded and like get out of my comfort zones. Yeah, advisors, they really do help.
Then you see difference than other people are having. The advisors that really have had your back. That's really important over here. So what do you do for fun here at Regis?
I hang out with my friends after classes. Sometimes I attend events with my friends, and currently I'm student teaching, so I consider that as something fun that I do.
No, I hope so if you're going to be a teacher. Now, we're right here at the Walker's Regis University pub, right? So what are some other fun things that people do? I see like there's games outside, whether it be cornhole and other stuff. Do people actually do singing events over here?
They do. Sometimes we have like bingo nights or like trivia nights. There's sometimes free food here, and like anyone is free to join here, get some food, hang out with friends, listen to music. It's really fun.
And then I heard public transportation isn't the best here. Like I saw a lot of parked cars. I'm assuming they're student cars. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
It gets really crowded. So if you want to get a parking spot, you do have to come here like a little bit earlier than usual just to find a parking spot. So
we're about 20 minutes from downtown in Denver, even though we're not right in the city. And then if you had one word of wisdom to your high school self or other people at your high school about preparing for college or preparing for Regis, what would you say?
I think to not overthink stuff, to not stress a lot, because it will end up damaging your mental health. I feel like taking time for yourself and while also balancing school stuff is really important, because if you're just always focused on school stuff, then your mental health tends to deteriorate, and then you get depressed, and that's not good.
Gems right here, gems, words of wisdom, future math teacher. Thank you so much for sharing your gems and your knowledge with us here in Denver, Colorado at Regis University. Thank you for listening to our podcast. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your precious day to listen to us. So subscribe so that you could download this podcast wherever you may be. We're on so many different streaming devices, but also you can find out more information about College for All at college4all.com. We're also on Twitter at collegeforall.amv, Instagram collegeforall.amv, and more to come. Thank you and have an amazing day.